What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I want to talk about Simone Biles, and I know that many people have mixed feelings about her, especially with the last Olympics that was just recently that has passed. But Simone Biles is in a relationship with Jonathan Owens. Now, he is a young man who's currently a safety for the Houston Texans. He's had a rough road to glory, but he's still on the roster. And they met on a dating app in March 2020. All right. But what happened is that she wanted to get with him first. Okay. And, basically he was kind of shocked and all that. And, they were going out and hanging out during coronavirus. And she's the one that pursued him. Now, the young man has proposed to her. Okay. Now, I want to talk about this because when I see a lot of black women out there in America who are beautiful, who are talented, and that's even, somewhere in Africa, anywhere in the black world. Black women feel that, okay, I've accomplished X, Y, and Z in academics, in the professional world. God gonna just deliver me a man. Okay, he's gonna deliver me a man. All I gotta do is sit there and wait on the Lord, like I wait on UPS packages from Amazon, all other kind of foolishness, and that's gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna go and talk to no man. All right. Now, and then the years go by, you spend all that money, looking thick, looking good, going to the club, 37, 38, 40, 45, same attitude. And then what you're stuck with is the bottom feeder type of men. Okay. Now, if you look at Simone Biles, she's not an IG model. She's not necessarily the thickest lady in the world. I believe she's attractive, but some guys would probably say she's not the most attractive woman in the world. But look at her. She's getting married to a professional athlete, a guy who has promise, a guy who most women would want to date, and she's going to be with him. While there are many sisters out there who can't find a husband. Because why? You don't want to compete. All right? That's what it is. Don't want to compete. All right? And even before then, she's with Stacey Irving Jr., another guy who was an athlete. Without being what you say, quote unquote, a beauty queen or an IG model or OnlyFans model. Listen, aggressively competing for a black man, which is something that a lot of women today don't want to do. You want to compete for a college diploma, a job. You understand that? And then a man is going to just come out and find you. I want to tell sister something real quick. I want to make this very, very clear. Especially if you're a black woman who feels that you deserve to deal with the top 15% of men in the world or black men in general. Let me tell you how hard it is. Number one, to find a guy that makes $100,000 or more a year is difficult, legally at least. The guys who do it legally understand what they can get. You're talking about $250,000 a year. You're talking about a guy who makes that kind of money by himself, a guy who has no children, a guy who can get up and pick up at any given time and go to Brazil, go to Colombia, go to Hawaii. A guy like that, a guy who's worked himself into that kind of situation. Do you honestly feel that this guy is going to come and knock at your door when that guy is busy every day? That guy has things to do every day. And that guy is probably already in a community of people and women who understand who he is. And a lot of times those women may not even be black. Yeah. And competition is going to be real, real fierce. He's going to just pass that up and come and talk to you because you're you. And the reality is, if you go to the average nightclub you spend $20 at, that guy's not going to be there. Usually these guys are doing elite things. Usually they're in different communities. They live in different communities. They operate and move completely different than most people do. So he's going to come and find you, and you may be very beautiful, and you may be very sexy, and you may be very nice. But if you cannot get into contacts with these people, he's not going to come and find you because there's too many people already finding him as it is. So if you want a man like that, you got to work for it also. Simone Biles had to work for it. It's not even about, oh, I'm a gymnast, I'm a gold medalist, I got all these followers on Instagram, somebody should come see me. It has nothing to do with that, okay? Nothing to do with that. Doesn't matter. Who cares? What matters is, let me tell you what matters. What matters is this: what you can get and talk for yourself in life and what you can't. That's all it is. If you cannot if you cannot talk for yourself, and if you're a woman that, you know, the best looking guys are not beating down your door. Let's say if you're a woman that's like Simone Biles, she's attractive, but let me just say this right now. Unless you're in the right communities and the right settings and stuff like that, if you're average looking woman, above average woman, just slightly, you got to work. If you really want a guy that's going to be just like a guy who is not the most attractive guy in the world, if he wants a good looking woman on his arms that's worth something, you're not going to get one of those by being a bum. You got to be somebody. You got to be in a certain class. That applies to black women too, because it's 2 million more of you than it is him. And the higher he goes in society, he got more options to deal with other groups of ladies. It is what it is. He don't have to talk to you. All right. And Simone Biles had to put away her accomplishments. And there are a lot of women who are stuck up that haven't achieved something. She is an Olympic gold medalist. And even she understands, hey, I got to put away my ego to get a man. We have too many sisters in the black community that their ego is much bigger than what it deserves to be. And I'm trying to understand why that is. Like, you know, I mean, I understand you feel like you're important and you should be, but you still got to get out there and swing for the bats too, just like he got to. You got to compete in the free market. Nobody's going to just come and skip. Well, you might be a great person. Don't nobody know it. You have to advertise yourself to the right people. Imagine, you know, you have a brand like, let's say Rolex. I know there's some watch companies out there that are sold out for like 3 to 4 years. Tesla. Hey, listen, who are you advertising to? Who are your customers? Tesla is not advertising to somebody broke in the hood. Tesla is for people who generally are upper middle class to rich. Rolls Royce is for the same people. But if they don't advertise, you won't know them. Sisters likewise got to advertise for the guys they want to be with. Otherwise, we won't know you. It's no difference. It's not a difference. You got to put in the work also. You are not, you have to get out there and work. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.